Hello, my name is Jorge de la Vega. Today I will be reviewing the Music Law podcast with Mark Quail. The episode is called Musical Artist Management Contract Review. Mark Quail is a managing director of Q&A Music Right Administration in Canada, a publishing company in the electronic dance music industry. He specializes in music and software applications law, and he has been a lawyer since 1990. This podcast reviews key issues that are part of a management contract for artists. These are some of the manager's duties. First, we have a personal manager, which advises artists on their career and takes care of day-to-day business issues, including press, touring, and recording. We also have business managers, which manages the artist's income and gives advice on how to spend it. It is important for an artist to be aware of the manager's abilities before entering a contract. It is also important for artists and managers to have trust. These are some of the important contract terms that one should review. First, exclusivity. Artists may not hire anyone else as a manager, but the manager may have other clients. This is usually a sign of a good manager. Then we must look at length. A contract is usually divided into 5 consecutive one-year periods. At the end of 1-year period, a manager can decide whether to extend it or not. The artist can add a performance objective clause. This allows the artist to terminate the contract if the manager does not fulfill expectations. Another important issue would be managing expenses. A manager has to pay for expenses on behalf of the artist. This may be done with the artist's income, or the manager may issue a loan, which the artist will later reimburse. The artist should add a provision to the contract so that the manager must get written consent for any purchases above a specific limit. The next issue discussed in this podcast is the manager's income. The manager will usually get paid a percentage of the artist's income, usually a gross income, but in some rare cases, net income. Commission in the industry will usually be from 10 to 25%, with the majority of contracts having a 15 to 20% commission. Another big issue when it comes to manager's income is for how long will the manager get paid. It is in the best interest of the manager to get paid forever, but the artist will try to limit the length. One way of doing this would be with a sunset clause, which allows for a manager to get paid for a specific amount of time, but commission will decrease every year. The next big issue discussed in this podcast would be conflict of interest. A manager is to look for the artist's best interests, but it is possible that they may be influenced by other agendas. For example, the manager may limit the artist's artistic freedom if it's not in the best interest of the record label. The reason this can happen is because the manager, in most cases, has power of attorney, which allows the manager to sign for contracts on the artist's behalf. That is why the artist should limit the manager's power of attorney to avoid being put in a situation that does not favor their career. Most contracts would not allow for power of attorney to be revoked, so it's important for the artist to know how much control he is handing over to his manager. Thank you.